Welcome to
No Fucking Filter. It's season 2, bitches.
Hi.
We're back.
We're back.
We're in new sweatsuits.
It's episode 1 of season 2.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's been a bit since we've been in the chairs, but I'm happy to be here.
So happy to be here.
If you guys are not watching, go watch because we've got our new merch on.
Yeah, I'm so stoked.
Debuted it at the live event, but we've got our new blue sweatsuits on. We said goodbye to the pink.
Yeah.
It's the end of our pink era.
Yeah. But blue is happy blue.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I think we got the last of these sweatsuits in Canada from Maurizia. So.
Yeah, at least that's what the sales.
Yeah.
What's today? What are we talking about?
Today we're going to be talking about community.
Yes.
And we're going to be recapping our live event that you guys get to listen to next week.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to catch up with each other.
Yeah.
Should we start off with a little cheers?
Yeah, let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers. Season 2.
Season 2.
Sophia just got back from Mexico like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's freaking cold here.
We're in a polar vortex, I think.
Yeah.
You can tell she's very tanned, and I've reached maximum. I'm translucent at this point.
It was a nice little break. I needed it. Now we're ready to jump back into getting in your ear holes and chat.
Yeah, do you feel like rested and ready to go?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. How are you feeling?
Not rested. I feel like the fall was so busy and I was grinding so hard and I kept being like, I just need to get to like the holidays and then I'll have time to relax. I just need to get to the holidays. And then the holidays came and we were the house that everyone gathered at. So I was basically hosting for like, I don't know, a long time. So zero relaxation. And then oddly, January has been like pretty busy. So I don't know when I'll rest, but
I saw this little meme that says, this is the one thing you'll always say as an adult is like, next week should be like a little more
things should slow down next week.
Yeah. And they never do.
No. I don't know what I've really been doing, but it's been busy.
Well, we're excited to kind of dive into unpack our live event. That was so surreal.
That
super
was
cool.
crazy.
If you guys don't know and are just listening for the first time, we hosted an in-person live event to kind of close out season 1, launch season 2. Mm-hmm. We filled a room full of amazing people.
Yeah.
It was really cool to have them all under one roof.
Yeah, when we started planning it, I don't even think we were being serious. And then it kind of like morphed into an actual plan. And it was kind of scary because we had to commit to, the venue, the caterer, the bar. Mm-hmm. And
we definitely
shell out for that.
Yeah, we're not event planners. So this was a new thing for us.
Thankfully, we had Danny, who you guys, I'm sure, heard our episode with Danny, but she helped us so much. Her and her team did amazing. But we didn't know if anyone would come. So the fact that I think we were like 2 tickets away from our goal.
I know, which is so cool.
Almost Mike high five.
Yeah, Mike high five.
Walking in there and seeing all our friends and people that showed up and
it was really, really cool.
Pretty cool.
We had 2 amazing guests, which this episode will be released next week for you guys to all listen into.
It'll be just like you were there.
Yeah, mind you, it was from a live event, so keep that in mind. We're kind of casually talking. There's some audio stuff, but it'll be really great for you guys to kind of tune in to Sherry and Mike. They were insane. They were so funny.
Again, we knew it had to be someone big that like everyone wanted to hear from to be able to sell these tickets. I need to calm down a bit. They're scared of me. No, we were like, who is funny that we can vibe with, that has like some great insights that everyone will be pumped to hear from. And then we kind of thought of them, and I was so nervous to ask them, but they were just on board. And
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the most ideal guest we could have had for our first one, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah, it was also just, it felt very interactive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was so nervous to be up there, like talking in front of
Yeah.
everyone. But after the first like minute or so, it was kind of just like we are now, like, and everyone was there to support us. So
yeah, I felt like it was very cool because having a audience, like we kind of fed off of them. Sherry and Mike was talking out towards them, and people were like hooting and hollering. I think it actually was like just the coolest experience, and I don't think a lot of like podcasts actually do in person like that. Like I know we're probably,
I think it's starting to be a thing where people are like going on tour with their podcasts.
Oh yeah. Sweet. Well,
calm down. That's not
maybe
happening.
We'll. Yeah,
I saw your eyes light up.
Literally, I was like,
I honestly just recovered, and it was like a month ago. So
yeah. Well, our hope and our goal going forward is that we will be able to get everyone together for a live podcast once a year. It's such a good reward, I think, for like all the hard work we've put in for the last year. A really nice celebration to launch a new season. So
yeah, we're used to being in a room with our community, celebrating other people, working, doing something else. So it was cool to just have something was like just for us and our people.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Which is something we want to like talk about.
Yeah.
So like one of the biggest things that we heard and a takeaway from the event was people loved it and wanted more of it. They were so excited to like all get together and have that community piece of it and mingling and getting to know other people in the industry.
Yeah, you know, when we started this whole thing, I don't really think that community was really on my mind, that was going to be a part of it, because it felt very much like just you and I kind of doing our thing and putting it out to the world. But I guess what I've really noticed that night is that we've built this amazing community.
Yeah.
Or it existed and we're just like herding them all together, something like that. But yeah, it was very cool. We were kind of peeking out before we came out, and it was very cool seeing all our friends from different groups and different people like mingling and laughing and having fun. We're like, we brought them all here, which was really cool.
That is, it was surreal, honestly. A very cool moment. We need to have like a nickname for these.
I know. What are we going to call you guys?
For our fans.
If anyone has any ideas,
let us know. But maybe it'll just come with time. We'll be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. But in that.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt.
If you're enjoying this episode, we would really appreciate it if you downloaded it.
Downloads are the best way for us to generate revenue.
The money helps us come out with new episodes and have more amazing guests.
Subscribe to the show to automatically download future episodes, and make sure to leave us a rating and review. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And share it with a friend. Quite a few people came up and said, you know, I don't have anyone. I don't have any friends in the industry. So it was really nice to be here because I don't have other photographers to hang out with.
Yeah. There's a few people from out of town.
Yeah.
A few people new to town. And a few people that have lived here for a while but have found it like super hard to either break into the industry or break into like meet people. And that's something that we really want to like break down, because if you're feeling like that, you're in that boat of like, where do I even start? There is no community here in my city.
We're going to tell you how to make one.
Yeah. Here's the 1, 2, 3 steps that you need to take. No.
Yeah, well, we've been very fortunate that we had each other, and we had Bree, who we've had on that you guys know. It kind of started as the 3 of us and a few other people, and then it kind of grew from there. And all of a sudden now we have this like amazing group of people around us. So we've been very lucky in that. And I know not everywhere is like that, but they're out there. You're not alone.
So our thing is you need to, if there is no community, you need to make one yourself.
Yeah.
And what are some things that people can do?
I think Instagram is like kind of the universal connector for all of us, even if you're in different places. So maybe there's not photographers in your small town or whatever, but you can always have an online community. Start a little group of people that you follow and have kind of a similar vibe to you, and start a group chat and be like, hey, let's talk, or what are you guys working on, or whatever, something like that.
That is such a good tip, because not everyone can meet in person, right?
Yeah.
And that does give you some more connections that are across the city or Calgary or Alberta, wherever.
Yeah. What else?
If you're like wanting that in-person connectivity and someone's not, like, you're having trouble finding people hosting groups or events, or, getting together for editing at a coffee shop, guess what? Just shoot it out there to the world, put it on your story, reach out to a couple people that might be in the same area as you, say that you're having a little edit date. You can create this yourself. So
yeah, I think a lot of this is like a common thread among photographers, that a lot of us are introverted or maybe very shy. So it might seem kind of intimidating to reach out to someone you've never met and, take that first step. But I promise you, everyone's very welcoming.
Yeah.
Someone will be happy to hear from you and meet up, hopefully. So don't be scared. Just, you can do hard things. Just slide into someone's DMs and be like, hey, let's hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're going and working from a coffee shop, kind of like an open-ended invite is like really soft and easy on other people, because making a commitment to like go and sit and work next to someone you've never met is a little scary, but there's going to be some people that do want to show up and kind of
I think it puts the ball in their court. Like, hey, I'm going to be at this place on Tuesday from
with no
this
pressure.
Time. Yeah, come if you want, but it would be really nice to meet you and hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then I think, it's easy to maybe want to have that community, but it does take a little work. I mean, you get in your head, you get into your work. It seems like a huge task to leave the house sometimes, but you have to get out, and it will be so good for your mental health. I promise. Like, if we didn't have our people to bounce stuff off of and vent to and whatever, I don't know what I would do.
The benefit of the community is like insane, and just having someone to talk to, like you said, bounce ideas off of. No one really truly gets it unless they're in your shoes, right?
Yeah.
So in this industry, we deal with a lot of different things that our partners or our family might not relate to or not understand. So having someone to even just vent to, talk to is so nice.
Yeah, I think this is something that Danny, I believe, mentioned when we had her on, saying that she has a lot of people that reach out to her, but they reach out because they want something. So they message and say, hi, love your work. Can you put me on your vendor list or whatever? So it doesn't feel, that's not like community based. No. You have to kind of put all that aside and just get to know people.
Networking.
Networking, but like for the purpose of just getting to know each other. You can't message someone and just ask for something. And that's not what we've done. We've got to that point now with our community where we share referrals and we ask for, hey, can I see your price list or whatever? But we didn't just go in with that. And I feel like if you reach out in that way, it kind of puts people off.
100%.
So easing in.
So if you're doing that, stop fucking doing that.
That's not the way to build a community.
Don't do that.
And I think we see that, right? We have our like core people, and then there are people out there who just want something from us. And 100%. It's not a great feeling. It doesn't make you want to hang out with those people.
No, your own personality, yourself, who you are as a person will be your like selling factor, really, right? Like if someone really loves you and they're like, oh, whoa, she has a great attitude. She comes like, she's so fun. They're going to automatically want to like be working with you or connecting with you. And that's how to do it. Like if you are reaching out and just asking someone for something and not really getting the responses you're wanting, that's something to think about. Like that's maybe not the approach.
Yeah.
So
another kind of interesting like piece of feedback that I heard as I was meeting a lot of people for the first time at our event was like, oh, I always knew who you guys were, but I was too scared to say hi, which is like flattering, but guys, you're scared of
we're
us.
all
What?
freaking human.
Yeah,
and
we're all the same. I mean, mind you, I was kind of saying that to Sherry and Mike was like, you know, we kind of put them on this like pedestal or whatever, but they're so not like that. And just so you guys know, we're not either.
No.
We're going to be happy to hang out with anyone. And we're going to do better too at kind of growing this community. And we want to have, you know, more editing days or some fun kind of just like community activities.
Yeah, 100%. And we are hoping that in Calgary, like we do reach this community and it continues to grow and build, because seeing that room was so sweet and cool. And hearing your guys' feedback about how amazing it was, like someone came up to me and was like, we should do this every week. And I was like, I don't think so.
Not.
We can't do that.
Sophia will, but I'll be at home.
But it's something this city really wants. And I think we're really privileged to be in this city, because I've heard from you, from other people living in BC and surrounding areas, that it's not quite the same.
Yeah, I think every group of people obviously has a different vibe, but yeah, we're your community. No matter where you are, we're happy to chat, and you can slide into our DMs anytime. Yeah. We can also connect you with people that we know in your city. So if you are feeling kind of isolated and struggling a bit, we'd love to help.
And like you were mentioning before, it's not just like an immediate thing. It takes time. It takes effort. And so if you are feeling discouraged, I know it's easier said than done, but like keep at it, keep trying, because like those maybe aren't your people yet. Like you haven't met the right people yet.
That's true.
And it can be discouraging when you meet some people that maybe don't align with you, and that's okay. And those people will naturally fall in their own direction and find their own people, right? Because I think it's really important when you do meet people, like you vibe with them. You have to kind of check if the vibes are right.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna hit it.
That's true.
We've definitely, met some people that definitely didn't hit it.
Us creatives are a weird bunch. I'll say that.
Yes.
Us included.
But like, yeah.
As I tell my kids, it's good to be weird. You don't want to be like everyone else.
No,
but
for sure.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, you'll know when you meet your people. I mean, we didn't just like automatically become best friends one day. It
took time.
I think, met when we were working for a little bit, and then we took it to the next level and went for dinner. So yeah, it's been a while of building this friendship, and your people are out there.
Yeah. And working with each other. That's a really good point that you just made, is like having people as your second shooter, or like along to assist, or you assist them. That's a really great way to kind of break in and like get to know someone a little bit more too.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we've broken down the barriers a little bit and connected some people.
I think we have. Yeah. Honestly, I think a couple people got to meet each other and become friends that night, and or at least they've been following each other on socials for a while, and they're like, oh, like I've been wanting to reach out to you, but now you get to see each other in person, which is super cool.
It felt like I felt proud.
Yeah Me too. I think it's nice to be able to do this with someone, and it's a lonely business, really.
It is,
and for any of those people that are still working on a desktop, what the? Okay, I'm sorry, but what the hell are you doing?
This coming from the girl that one time brought her like giant Mac across the border for a weekend to work.
Yeah. I finally got a laptop. It changed my freaking life.
That's the reason we work for ourselves, guys. If you can't go work in a coffee shop, what are you even doing?
What are you doing? I know, there is something to be said about having a desk, an office, a steady setup, but like that's kind of maybe what's holding you back from meeting people.
Yeah.
Get a laptop, get to the coffee shop.
And honestly, you're never too busy. That's a common theme in our industry is like, oh my God, I'm so busy. I have to do this. I have to finish this wedding today. You have to get out of your house. You have to connect with people. I promise your cup will be full and you'll feel so much more prepared to take on all the stuff you have to do if you just like leave your cocoon, get out of your comfort zone for a day.
I know it's hard to leave in this frickin' weather. This is crazy outside,
I was honestly waiting for you to cancel.
When you texted me this morning, I was like, wait, is she...
If you guys are not in Alberta, it's like minus 30 today, and it's really cold out there.
Another, like, a little shout out to Brittany, actually, Pine for Cedar. Yep. She's a florist. She has come out to so many edit dates, and it doesn't have to necessarily be like you are coming and sitting and editing. Even if you do have a desktop at home, you could be working on social media. You could be working on different things. You don't have to be bringing...
And you don't have to be a photographer.
You don't, no. This is, branching out and kind of getting those connections with other vendors is so, so key. This is like totally kind of off topic, but kind of on topic.
What is it going to be?
If you are just starting out in the industry, this was the biggest thing that propelled my business forward, I think, is every day I showed up to a different wedding, I was introducing myself to makeup artist, hairstylist, plant. Like, I am taking the step to like reach out, shake their hand, and be like, "What are your socials? I want to make sure I tag you or send you some pictures.
This is huge.
I want to connect with you." Yeah. That's a part of the community and connection piece too, right? If you're finding it hard to be booking or things are slow, you need to have those connections. Those are really huge. Like,
and we see it. There's this sort of, not with us, but I see it in some of our groups where people are they don't want to share their photos with the other vendors or they're complaining about people. Guys, you can't do that. No. We're all on the same team. We're all working together, and that is a very quick way to make buddies, but also a quick way to alienate yourself if you're being like that. So yeah, share those photos, reach out and be like, "Hey, it was so nice working with you." Yeah. Whatever.
The smallest thing will go the farthest way, right? So, and they'll remember you, right? Yeah. Because a lot of the time you're not seeing the hairstylist or makeup artist for a long time, but making that quick connection, that really like face-to-face moment, they're going to remember you and they see you on Instagram and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before, but on a wedding day, you might not know it, but all eyes are on you.
Yes.
Because you're oftentimes sort of like running the show a little bit. You're the one that's directing everyone. So everyone's watching you and paying attention to how you interact. So show up with a smile on your face. Leave your bad attitude at the door. And you will make some friends.
Yeah. Networking is that's just gonna, regardless of, pushing you forward into your business and like career, it is going to result in really great connections and community friendships, right? Yeah. And it's just so huge because we are a team.
Yeah. And that's kind of the direction that we want to be taking the pod this season, is just growing on building that community, sitting down with some people who you guys maybe know, but maybe haven't heard from yet that you want to. So we already have some stuff booked in with some guests that you guys are going to love. But we want to just continue with those no filter conversations and be able to keep bringing us all together. And we've kind of said it before, but it's not just for photographers.
No, it's, we are this year, season 2 is going to be catering more conversations towards the bride, towards the couple, towards the groom, whoever, is getting married because we have so much valuable information, and we want to kind of chat from that perspective as well, right? And I think that's
we always said, well, kind of when we were like picking the name for the pod, we had so many ideas, but a lot of them were really photography focused. And we always said we didn't want to pigeonhole ourselves into only talking about photography, because we feel like we have so much more stuff we want to talk about and so many more people that aren't necessarily photography related. So that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on this year. And you don't even have to be getting married. It could be for anyone.
This is so true, actually, because weddings happen every single day. Weddings happen every year for someone in like some capacity, either whether you're a guest, a part of the wedding, or getting married. So I think so many people can relate to this stuff. Yeah. And we have so many fun stories and people to interview. Yeah. I'm excited for
people that we want you guys to get to know too.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait.
I know. And I'm already thinking up our next event. I know it won't be till maybe till the end of the year or next year. But
Sophia's been so busy. She was in Mexico, and then she has a couple trips coming up. But in the next few weeks, I'm making this commitment. We're gonna have an editing day, and we'll share it on our story. And anyone will book a big place, and anyone that wants to come can come. So if you've been waiting to connect, this is the time. We will let you know.
Yeah, that is such a good idea. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Let's do it.
We're doing it. This was a short one. We just wanted to connect with you guys before we start throwing up all these awesome episodes with our guests. So Sherry and Mike, you'll get to hear that one. Next week. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we obviously will continue with the schedule of like every 2 weeks coming out with episodes, but we're going to try and, add a couple here
some big
there.
Goals.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. Yeah. We hope we gave you some ideas on how to grow your community.
Yeah, let us know if you have any other tips that you would want us to touch on or share as well. And you know where to find us.
Yes.
We are on TikTok. Go follow us there.
TikTok is the very unhinged version of ourselves.
Yeah. You can see us on YouTube, listen to us at Spotify and Apple Music.
Yes. And if you guys don't know how it works, we need your support. The best way to support us is to download this episode and subscribe to future episodes. Leave us a rating or a review and share it with a friend.
You said it. That's literally perfect.
It was almost like I practiced. Okay, well, see you soon.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
Cheers.
Are you sitting at your computer editing right now? If so, why?
Let Imagen AI do it for you and get back to doing what you love.
We are so excited to be working with Imagen AI.
Imagen is the industry-leading post-production platform. They're a team driven to build tools that let photographers spend more time doing what they love instead of at their computers.
Visit the link in our show notes to get started with Imagen and claim your free edits today.